Just imagine millions of solar panels have been installed across the silent expanse of the desert. Thousands of kilometers of fiber optic cables are being laid deep beneath the ocean, and a massive ship weighing several thousand tons is being lifted from one waterway to another in moments by an elevator as tall as a 37-story building. These are not scenes from a science fiction movie. They are real, and they are all mega projects built by China. Over the past few years, China has developed technologies and infrastructure that have captured the world's attention and sparked new discussions about the future of engineering. But the question is, why is China investing billions of dollars in such massive projects? What is the objective behind these projects, and can they truly transform the future of the world? Let's take a look at some of China's most incredible mega projects today. Let us begin with a project situated in an area that was once nothing but barren desert. A vast stretch of the desert in northwestern China has been transformed into one of the world's largest solar power plants. It is no longer just sand and empty land. Today, millions of solar panels stand arranged in rows across the site. Spanning such a vast area, this solar farm is easily visible even from space. The electricity generated by this project can reach several gigawatts, capable of meeting the power needs of millions of households. However, the most surprising aspect is that this project is not solely for generating electricity. Its key objectives include utilizing vacant desert land to generate eco-friendly energy, reducing carbon emissions, and ensuring future energy security. According to experts, such investments by China in renewable energy could significantly impact the future global power landscape. But China did not stop there. They have developed a technology where thousands of solar panels float on water rather than being installed on land. But the question is, if one day there is no vacant land left, where will such massive solar panels be installed? China has found an answer to this question as well. They have built one of the world's largest floating solar farms, a solar power plant that floats on water. At first glance, it looks as though a massive black carpet has been spread across the entire lake. But a closer look reveals that these are actually thousands of solar panels mounted on special floating platforms. The greatest advantage of this technology is that it does not damage agricultural land. At the same time, the cool aquatic environment prevents the solar panels from overheating, thereby increasing electricity generation efficiency. Additionally, water evaporation is somewhat reduced, which aids in water conservation. Several floating solar projects in China are already generating hundreds of megawatts of electricity and playing a significant role in renewable energy. But it is not just solar energy. China is now harnessing wind power in a new way. They have built a massive oil tanker that utilizes winds from the sky to help reduce fuel consumption. Let us now take a look at this incredible technology. It is not just solar power. China has now started using new technology in maritime transport as well. Thousands of cargo and oil-carrying ships operate across the globe every day. However, these vessels consume vast amounts of fuel, which not only drives up costs, but also releases huge quantities of carbon dioxide into the environment. To address this issue, China has developed a new type of ship. From the outside, it looks like an ordinary oil tanker. However, its most distinctive feature is the massive wind wings, a special type of sail mounted on its deck. Using modern technology, these sails can automatically adjust their position based on wind direction and speed. When the wind is favorable on the open sea, it propels this massive sailing vessel forward. Consequently, the strain on the engine is reduced, making it possible to cover long distances while consuming significantly less fuel. According to experts, utilizing this technology can substantially cut fuel consumption in certain situations, thereby helping to reduce both transportation costs and carbon emissions. This demonstrates that future ships will not rely solely on engine power, but will also harness the power of nature more effectively. However, China's most incredible engineering feat is perhaps yet to come. They have built a lift designed not for people, but to hoist massive ships weighing several thousand tons. Let us now take a look at the world's largest ship lift. However, the Three Gorges Dam represents one of China's most incredible engineering feats. It is not only one of the world's largest hydroelectric dams, but also the site of the world's largest ship lift. Typically, when a large dam obstructs a waterway, a lock system is used to allow ships to pass. In this method, vessels are moved through the dam by raising and lowering water levels in stages, a process that can take several hours. China, however, opted for a completely different solution. They have built a massive lift that moves entire ships, not just people, up and down. First, the ship enters a huge, water-filled chamber. Then, using a powerful hydraulic and balance control system, the entire ship, along with the chamber, is lifted or lowered. This ship lift can traverse a height of approximately 113 meters, which is equivalent to a 37-story building. It is capable of transporting a ship weighing approximately 3,000 tons in a single operation, and the entire process takes roughly 30 to 40 minutes to complete. It not only saves time, but also makes riverine cargo transport faster and more efficient. Engineers worldwide regard this project as one of the marvels of modern engineering, but China didn't stop there. Now, they have set their sights on the open sea, where wind turbines as tall as an 80-story building are floating. But China didn't stop there. They realized that the energy of the future would be generated not only on land, but also out at sea. With this goal in mind, China is building the world's most advanced floating offshore wind farm. These are no ordinary wind turbines. Turbines, some reaching heights of up to 260 meters, or roughly the height of an 80-story building, have been mounted on massive platforms floating atop ocean waves. But the question remains, how does such a massive turbine remain stable amidst ocean waves and storms? The answer lies in a state-of-the-art mooring system. Each floating platform is anchored to the seabed using robust steel cables and anchors. As a result, the turbines can safely continue generating electricity even in the face of massive waves, strong winds, or adverse weather conditions. Wind speeds at sea are generally higher and more stable than on land. Consequently, it is possible to generate electricity effectively from these turbines over extended periods. China aims to significantly scale up offshore renewable energy production in the coming years, but it is not just about electricity generation. China is currently implementing a project that could transform future communication systems. Thousands of kilometers of fiber optic cables are being laid deep beneath the sea. Let us now find out the objective of this massive project in the final section. It is not just the sky, land, or the surface of the sea. China has now set its sights on the ocean depths as well. More than 95% of the world's international internet data is transmitted via fiber optic cables laid on the ocean floor. That is why various countries are investing in new submarine cable networks. China is also working on a project to lay modern, long-distance undersea fiber optic cables, aiming to further strengthen fast, reliable, and secure international data communication. Through fiber optic technology, vast amounts of data travel from one country to another at speeds approaching the speed of light in a single second. This technology is not merely about the internet. It is a fundamental pillar of international business, banking, cloud computing, and global communication systems. That is why such infrastructure is considered crucial in the technological competition of the future. A massive solar power plant in the desert. A floating solar farm. Ships that are more efficient using wind power. One of the world's largest ship lifts. Floating wind turbines in the middle of the ocean, and modern fiber optic networks deep beneath the sea. These projects demonstrate that China is investing on a massive scale in renewable energy, transportation, infrastructure, and communication technologies. Only time will tell how much of an impact these technologies will have on the global economy and engineering in the future. Which of these projects do you find the most incredible? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to the World Chronicles channel to watch documentaries on the world's largest megaprojects, mysteries, technology, and real-life events. See you in the next documentary. Thank you.